development of the meta has been like a lot quicker than we saw in Smash 4. I think like a lot of the Twitter, culture now is like when things get, things happen, they get blown up really quickly.
Yeah.
So we've got Dyer versus YLD here. I believe Wild is playing Snake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been going straight Snake so far.
Really interesting seeing like I think a lot of Smash 4 players have had trouble picking up a character like Snake who there's years of metagame against him and playing as him already developed. So it's like there's lots of stuff to tap into already. But for like a Smash 4 player to pick up Snake and then like play them if they didn't play Brawl, I think it's really impressive.
The only possible exposure that Smash 4 players might have had is if they had played Project M.
Yeah,
but
that is true.
I've played a bit of Project M in the last few months. He's a different beast in this game.
Definitely.
He's a bit slower and there's a lot less projectiles and mines, but I think we saw Kiki play Snake earlier.
Yes.
And he was doing all right. It's just, I think it was a bad matchup with Bowser.
Yeah, I think there's a very little Brawl Snake carries over 1-to-1 to this game, but Project and Snake, as I have played like both iterations, doesn't. We're hopping into Dyer versus Wild here.
Olimar and Inkling.
Wild looks like he is electing for the Olimar, his Smash 4 main, over the Snake. So it's possible he's experienced the Smasher before, has decided that it's not a good way to go about it.
I think they might have called it.
What's up? Okay. Anyway, so I've seen a little bit of Dyer's Inkling. Incredibly crisp. This character, definitely a problem. I'm sure most of you guys know that by this point. In Tampa, there's a point where it seems like Inkling pickups are running rampant. People realize that Prom isn't necessarily all he was cracked up to be in the recovery department. So at the moment, Wild is definitely holding his own. And while Inkling is known to be a powerful character, Olimar is known to shake a stick at either. And a lot of people have theorized Olimar to be top 3, top 4, top 5 in the metagame right now. So while Dyer is picking who many people consider to be, one of the best characters in the game for sure, so is Wild.
Yeah, no, Wild, definitely no slouch right now. He's been playing, Snake and then... Oh, Dyer's kept going ham on him.
Oh, I like that deep edge guard there. Wow, those Pikmin were heavy. He was struggling.
Oh, wow, he was able to get that up smash out in time. It looks like the Pikmin actually completely ignored the roller right there. So he's got to keep that in mind and just throw out up smash. That should just be able to flat out win.
Yeah, and I have heard that Inkling, I don't know if it's fake news or not, but I've heard Inkling have lackluster kill ability outside of her like specific. I don't know if it's up throw upper combo,
so
but I don't know if that
up throw
combo
up air and then side B. Up throw up air is actually a true combo.
Okay.
The main reason why everybody was complaining that it wasn't true is just because full hop buffering is really weird in this game, as you might have experienced already.
Okay.
So a lot of people that like just aren't as good at this game just have a really hard time getting that input correctly. But Dyer was the person that literally proved that you can.
I do remember. Apparently, there's a little New England argument between like some New England masters and Dyer was like, "Hey man, it's real."
New England people.
Oh, I got a match. Okay, apparently I got a match. I'll be dipping out.
Oh man, no one pro tips.
I might be back though.
All right, awesome. Boy with Doc. It's all you, buddy. All you. Join me. Why won't you join me? But add me on Twitter at least. But either way, all right. So, okay. So honestly, I don't really know too much about this matchup so far. I can only go with my knowledge that I have Olimar from the previous game, and then the changes that I know at least. So it's mostly that the smash attacks that I know are just completely insane this time around. Oh, we might just come back soon.
Oh, that was the shortest break ever.
Yeah, he's got a match, man. He's still in bracket.
It happens.
And we got the Booyah going full force right now on Olimar. Good to Dyer action, those percentages.
I'm sad I didn't even get my drink.
You did it?
I wanted to get a beer.
You had time. You had plenty of time.
Nah, man, we got Olimar, man.
That's true. Everybody's favorite character that they speak.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is the closest we've gotten to Brawl Olimar. It's so close to Brawl Olimar.
He's
not nearly as broken because obviously he doesn't have, what was this, 5 to 6? It was 6? Damn, man.
He had the full lineup there. It's just that the recovery is kind of whacked with the tethers.
Yeah. I mean, it's still not fantastic. If below the stage, you can still get the...
I like that he got the parry out there, too.
I love this thing about it.
I don't have the best Pokemon song. I was like, the Lord Keeper. That's the best.
Yeah, that's not. Trust me, there are better songs than this one. I still like it.
Dude, I was really good.
Okay. I'm guessing. I said this off stream. I'm guessing he didn't go Snake because it's a terrible matchup for Snake.
Probably. I mean, he's one of the people that works trying to get the ball quite a bit.
Yeah, Snake likes to set up his traps and pressure, and he can't do that when you got Inkling running all over you with his dash. And
you know, I guess because he's light.
That
But,
whip.
You know, if like Snake actually had like the mindset he could bury, I imagine the smash would actually be a lot better.
I don't know why they would do that and give him a generic kick down smash. Bro.
I think because of the speed of the game, it sort of makes sense to me. Like you'll be able to get those tech
Okay,
chases
but
better.
we still got like we could train a Tampa ledge.
Okay, there's not too much you can do with her unless you completely broke down the character. Snake?
I don't know. It's like uniqueness versus flow. I guess.
That's like the way. Like I think they wanted to give Snake a better flow for the engine, and that's what I felt like they did.
But the thing is, the
Weekly
traps
Trainer actually flows a lot better too. It's just like
the traps are so cool on Brawl. Though. Like I
One of
love
the
seeing
ones.
Ally do grab release into the mine.
Yeah, but speaking of Snake, we do got him on deck
All
right
right,
now.
so he's saying screw it, man.
Yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
remember those setups, right? The grab release setups, the Snake screw into the mine and Brawl.
I didn't play Brawl that much. I mostly watched like the TN
You
shenanigans.
never watched the Allies thing? That was one of the coolest things about Brawl.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know it's a lot of fun. But, you know, we at least still got the grenade traps
Was
in here.
Smash Story mainly the Smash game you commented the most?
Yeah, no, that was the first one where I commentated a lot. I got into the scene when PM was becoming big.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's
No,
when I was
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so it's like I know.
I don't want to throw
PM's
too many obscure references at you, man. 'Cause
Nah,
I know
no.
pretty much all Smash history.
The only thing is like Brawls I'm a little bit dicey on, but everything else.
I'm dicey about Brawl too. It's like a low hate thing. But there, look at that. Look at that kill confirm, man. That is so good.
Every character that's got that. Oh man, did you look
at
at that?
this.
I think that was like
Look at that. 30?
that was up air 1. Up air 1 is such a good combo starter. When you play that, you can just land with that. You should be relatively safe. Oh, the rough life of Snake. Boom, and a little bit too low to the blast zone.
That is just wow. You know what makes this even worse is that Wild's girlfriend is right behind him.
That's how it's always got to be sometimes.
Yeah, and he's
Oh god, that
but he's
air.
about to get freaking 3-stock. Come on, get one. Just get one.
Okay, that was a good cross up there with that dash attack.
Oh, this is winner's quarters. Okay, I was wondering what the winner's Q is.
Yeah. That's where we're at. I wonder if this will actually go to the top 16 bracket where we merge the two pools together.
Yes. That's when the real hype begins.
No, I mean, some of the stuff is pretty exciting. Right
It's
now.
been an exciting tournament overall, man. I've been loving this gameplay.
Oh, good dash attack right there.
Very little dull moments, with the exception being the Toon Link versus
The
but there was still some cool stuff like mid-set adaptation in that set.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, they were also doing the timeout strategies where she was regaining the health too.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
watching that. I'll see those names.
Oh man.
Don't get
man.
too stock.
Just take one. Take one.
I like that he did that little air dodge there.
There we go. Okay, everybody gets one. Hey, Nico, even yeah.
It's like, my job here is done.
John Deere is done, man. Took your soul.
I was surprised that he didn't just opt to set up a grenade right there, just because like that was going to take a little bit too long considering how close.
Yeah, you see how laggy Snake
That's
is?
it.
Yeah, you see how laggy Snake is, man. It's just too hard.
Now there's not too much you can do, especially since like all your aerials are just such a high.
I feel like you're right. The mine would help because what does it cover? The ground.
Yeah.
And what does the Inkling like to do? Dash dance or foxtrot, etc.
Like basically, if she wanted to get rid of the mine, the main thing that she would do to get rid of it is she would have to throw out the ink bomb. But like that's
a waste of
a
ink.
huge waste of resources.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
a
thing
waste
is,
of
like,
ink.
he's probably not going to camp around because he gets blown up by it as well.
And again, that's a potential setup you can get. Like Snake had a grab release confirms, and
Yeah.
he had one in PM too, actually.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, PM Snake was infinitely more swag because.